I'm Nino and you are watching ND Highlights.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and press that bell icon, because you don't want to miss out on what's revolving around Selena's world.
Let's get started.
Picture this: the world is drowning in Bieber fever.
It's 2009.
The Backstreet Boys and NSYNC have handed off their crowns. One Direction is just a rumor, and suddenly, a Canadian teenager with a swoop of hair and a voice that could melt steel is the new axis around which pop culture spins.
That's Justin Bieber. He isn't just popular, he's a phenomenon.
Fans scream, faint, and chase him through every airport. But in the shadows of those adoring crowds, a much quieter story is building. It's a story of obsession, strategy, and a 10-year plan so wild, you'd think it was scripted for a Netflix drama.
But this isn't just about Justin.
It's about the two women whose lives became entangled in the whirlwind: Selena Gomez, the first love, and Hailey Baldwin, the determined outsider.
And it all comes to a head one seemingly ordinary night at a West Hollywood restaurant. Let's rewind. Hailey Baldwin was never content being just another fan.
Her father, actor Stephen Baldwin, opened doors that most could only dream of. Through a backstage meet and greet, she shook Justin's hand and planted the first seed of what would become a decade-long obsession.
From that day, Hailey wasn't just in the background.
She was everywhere Justin went: movie premieres, fan events, even hotel lobbies.
But none of it was by chance.
Every sighting, every encounter, every Insta story was a calculated move to edge closer to Justin's inner world.
And always, in the back of her mind, she knew Selena Gomez was the girl to beat. When Justin and Selena's love story exploded onto the tabloids, Hailey's fascination turned into competition.
She watched Selena's every move, copied her style, and maneuvered her way through Hollywood's tight social circles, forging friendships with the Jenner sisters just so she could be where Justin was.
By 2014, Hailey's persistence was paying off.
She was no longer a stranger. She was in the same rooms, at the same parties. When Selena vacationed in Dubai with Kendall Jenner, Hailey spent New Year's Eve with Justin.
Was it coincidence? Fans don't think so. Fast forward to 2019. Selena's star is burning bright again. She's celebrating her album release with friends at a trendy West Hollywood restaurant. The atmosphere is electric. The DJ spins her new tracks, the crowd is loving it, and for a moment, it's Selena's night.
But as fate would have it, Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber, walks in, uninvited, and takes a table nearby.
Almost immediately, the tension rises. When Selena's songs play, Hailey's entourage reportedly demands a switch to Justin's Yummy. People start filming. The vibe shifts from celebration to confrontation. Did Justin confront Selena that night? That's the rumor.
Sources say he arrived later, trying to keep things low-key, but he couldn't avoid the collision.
Eyes met across the room.
Words were exchanged, nothing dramatic, but enough to spark a tidal wave of speculation.
Was it jealousy? Old wounds? Or just the impossible awkwardness of two worlds colliding once again? For years, Hailey's fixation on Selena has been Hollywood's worst-kept secret. She's copied Selena's tattoos, outfits, and even career moves.
When Selena launched her cooking show, Hailey followed with her own kitchen series, complete with a grandma intro. When Selena got a tattoo for her sister, Hailey got an identical one, claiming it was for her pastor's daughter.
Coincidence? Or calculated mimicry?
But here's the catch: being Mrs. Bieber isn't the fairy tale Hailey imagined.
Justin's interviews reveal a man exhausted, distant, and lost. Public appearances show him cold, sometimes irritated, rarely the warm boyfriend he once was with Selena. Fans notice. They compare. And every time Selena trends, Hailey feels her grip slipping.
Insiders whisper about arguments, emotional distance, and a marriage that feels more like a performance than a partnership.
Hailey clings tighter, not because she's happy, but because leaving would mean losing everything she's built since she was 13.
Without Justin, she's not a model or a podcast host, she's just a girl who spent a decade chasing someone who loved someone else. Selena, on the other hand, seems freer than ever.
Her music is raw, honest, and healing. When she sings "Lose You to Love Me," it hits differently, like closure, not just for Justin, but for herself. Did Justin confront Selena that night?
Sources say it was less a confrontation, more an unspoken acknowledgement. The restaurant buzzed with the tension of two chapters colliding, the girl who moved on, and the couple who can't escape her shadow. Selena stood her ground, surrounded by friends, her laughter ringing out louder than any drama. Hailey kept her composure, smiling for the cameras, but her eyes told a different story, one of insecurity, rivalry, and the fear of being second best.
Justin?
He looked caught in the crossfire of his own decisions.
No amount of fame or fortune could erase the ghost of his first love. In the end, this isn't just about a restaurant, or a confrontation, or even about Justin and Selena.
It's about the stories we tell ourselves. Hailey's story is one of obsession, of chasing a fantasy, of constructing an identity around a man who never really belonged to her.
Selena's is a story of breaking free, healing, and finding her own voice. Justin stands between them, the prize and the problem, the boy who inspired worship and heartbreak in equal measure. Maybe it wasn't about closure or rekindling old flames. Maybe it was about finally facing the truth, that you can't rewrite history, no matter how much you want to. For Hailey, the confrontation wasn't with Selena, it was with herself. For Justin, it was a reminder that some loves haunt you forever. And for Selena?
It was just another night, another chapter closed, and another reason to keep shining. If you want more wild stories from the world of Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, and the tangled web of Hollywood love, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. This is Nino, and you're watching ND Highlights.
See you next time.